With tomorrow being Halloween, you might want to know which areas are known to be haunted.
Yeah, from historic events to different energies recorded, Dallas Ontiveros joins us live from Thomas Square with more on Haunted Honolulu. Good morning, Dallas.
Hey, Kelly and Christine, that's right. We're learning more about Haunted Honolulu, and here continuing the conversation, we got Lopaka with Mysteries of Hawaii. Aloha.
Aloha. Good morning again.
Yes, good morning. Thanks for just hanging out with us. So in the last half hour, you were teasing us about a story about a nearby hospital that has some haunted stories related to it.
Right. So I'll give you the short version. A friend of mine is a nurse, and it's the graveyard shift. She's going to talk to the new nurse on duty and just, prepare her for what's supposed to happen and stuff like that. And she said it's a young Filipino girl. And as she's standing there giving her instructions, the Filipino girl isn't paying attention. And so finally, my friend, the nurse, says, "Are you even listening to what I'm saying?" And the young nurse says, my toe hurts. She says, "What do you mean your toe hurts?" She says, my toe is very sore." And so when the head nurse looks down, she sees the girl is not wearing any shoes, and on her toe is a toe tag. And she said on the toe tag is the name of the young nurse, and listed as a cause of death is suicide.
Oh, wow.
And on the toe tag where it says place of death, the nurse's station.
Okay, wow.
And then she says that young nurse slowly dissipates into nothing. And so that happened at that building across the street there, that hospital.
Job Hospital right here.
Right, you said the name, I didn't.
Oh, okay. So what year did this take place?
This was 2006.
Oh, okay. All right. So very interesting. I mean, where do you come across these stories? I mean, how do you discover new stories?
The thing is, people constantly, every day, are either texting or emailing stories about their own personal experiences. And so I'm very careful not to share it right away, but talk to the person extensively. And then we decide whether I can actually talk about that same story publicly.
Okay. And then what kind of research do you do when people email your stories? How far back do you have to go?
Old newspaper articles in Hawaiian and English, a lot of the old maps and books like Sites of Oahu. Anything I can get my hands on to verify and document and back up the ghost story.
And you were telling me in commercial break, when it comes to the top haunted areas around the world, where does Hawaii land on?
Hawaii lands on the most spiritual place in the entire world, and that also includes hauntings and visitations. And so this may sound like it's off topic, but a lot of spiritual leaders say when world peace begins, it will start from Hawaii.
Wow.
Because of all this spiritual energy.
That's somewhat beautiful in world peace, right?
Absolutely.
So that's a little heartwarming. It's enlightening. But I want to ask you, what's the difference between a ghost and a spirit?
So a ghost is residual. It's like a recording. And so it does the same thing at the same time in the same place. It's not even aware that you're there. So if you see it, don't freak out.
Okay.
But an apparition is cognitive. It's aware. It knows it's dead. It knows we're around. And those are the ones that can interact.
And remember, guys, it's people that make places haunted.
Right.
And it sounds like there's somewhat of misconception. People think otherwise.
Right, and that's because of, religious influence and ignorance and misunderstanding. And the media, all these Hollywood movies, it's not really evil. What's really going on is communication, or an attempt to communicate.
Here you go. And what are some ways that people can contact you if they have any stories they want to share with you, or maybe experience something that you should know about?
I would say at hawaii.mysteries@gmail.com.
There you go. Well, I want to thank you so much, Lopaka, for joining us here on Take Two, sharing stories with us and giving some insight about our surroundings. It's really awesome.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
And of course, you can rewatch these segments again on our website at khon2.com.